Have you ever felt like you are not good enough? That you're constantly falling short? You can't quite reach where you want to get to in life because things are always happening to you? Well, let me tell you something right now. You are good enough. Today, we're going to talk about a simple yet profound truth. You are enough. In a world where we are constantly pushed to be somebody else, compared to other people, and that nothing we do is ever good enough, it is so important to work to find your own inherent worth. By the end of this video, I hope that you feel confident in who you are and embrace this idea that you are worthy no matter what. My name is Farjana. Today we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into why you are good enough. I am a survivor and I am a business owner and entrepreneur, and I have worked really hard to build myself up, and I'm here today to just share a little bit of that knowledge and wisdom with you. So let's talk about the pressures of not feeling good enough and where some of it can come from, right? It could be from social media. It could be from societal norms. It could be even, and especially the truth is, maybe it's coming from something deeper within, of something you've been through in life that has made you feel that you are not good enough. Let's start with addressing social media and how easy it is to compare yourselves to someone else, right? Someone is literally taking a picture or taking a video and creating something in a way because that's what they want to feed you. So it is so easy to squeeze in your stomach and make your stomach look flatter, or flex in a way, or put the light and do a certain angle that makes you look a certain way. Now, it's not to discredit hard work that people put in to be where they are in their journey, but it is to say that that is not the moment for you to then devalue yourself and where you are in your journey. Remember that you don't have to look like somebody else or achieve certain milestones by a certain time for you to be valuable. I've had moments in my life where I felt like I am just not living up to certain standards created by society. We all come with so many different perspectives, so many different stories, and so many different ideas. And imagine all of the ideas that get shut down because we're trying to fit into somebody else's mold, because we're trying to be like everybody else. But if we all looked exactly the same, if we all spoke exactly the same way, we would just be robots and there would be no experiences to be had. When I say that you are enough, it does not mean that now you don't evolve, that you don't want to grow, that you just stay the exact same and you never move from point A to point B. It just means that through this journey, while you are trying to find your next steps, that you are worthy, and that your worth is not connected to how you look, how other people perceive you, and what society wants you to be. So the bigger work has to be to find the power of self-worth from within. And that's an internal thing that you need to work on. There is an inner critic, a voice that we hear that's always fighting between the good and the bad. That anytime maybe you have something that you want to accomplish and you want to try and you want to go and achieve, that something within you is telling you that, you're not good enough. Now, that is the bigger thing to go out and find. Where is that coming from? Who told me that when I was younger? Or what experiences in life made me believe that that's the truth? The inner critic will always try to tell you that you are not enough or what you're doing isn't the right choices. And that is the challenge. Challenging that inner voice by the truth, which is that you are enough. Why is it so hard to believe that you are enough? That could come from perfectionism, right? Analysis paralysis. Instead of doing the thing that you need to do, you're trying to say, I need to be 100% perfect before I get that out there. That feeds that feeling of, okay, it's just not good yet. We have to fight the idea of perfectionism by making the mistakes. by doing the things that we are afraid to do. You don't get to the other side if you don't make those mistakes. And I mean, that could come with, just fear taking over, the fear of rejection, the fear of what will people think, how will people accept me or not accept me. I can tell you, even from my own past, when I first started my fitness journey and just my healing journey in general, I tried so hard to fit into so many different circles, and I just could never fit in because I wasn't meant to. I was meant for more. I remember going out to, the bar to meet with some friends to hang out there. And while I was there, it just felt like I was in a room that was just moving in slow motion all around me. And a part of me always felt like, why am I here? I'm not really into this, right? Same thing with like when I started my journey in fitness. I was scared. I wasn't the greatest coach. I was afraid I would make mistakes. I would be talking about one muscle group while I am telling someone to do something else. So there was a lot of that happened, and there were people that would laugh and talk underneath their breath. There were people that blatantly told me that I was not good enough, and I could have let all of that fear and anxiety and what everyone else thought get to me. But I just kept trying. I just kept believing that, I'm meant to help people. I'm meant for more. So why am I not going to keep trying? One thing that I can tell you that I was never good at was public speaking. And I still say and you hear it through my videos. But when it comes to public speaking, I used to get hot flashes and I would have so much anxiety. I would feel like I'm just fumbling on all of my words and I didn't know how to get across what it was that I wanted people to know. But I just kept trying. I just kept showing up for myself, and now I can speak in front of a crowd. And do I still make mistakes? Absolutely. Am I perfect? Nope. But I still show up. I still believe that, hey, it's not about fully what exactly I said. It's the message that I'm trying to get across. So maybe it's not perfect, but I'm trying, and that's going to make me better. And that's going to, in the process, help someone else be better as well. So some of the ways that we can embrace the truth of you are enough is by starting to practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way that you would talk to a friend. If you wouldn't say those things to a friend, why are you saying it to yourself in your head? Don't allow for that to happen. Be a little bit more gentle. Be a little bit more kind. No one out there is perfect, and no one has done everything in the right order. People make mistakes, and people have different perspectives and different ways that they can come to that same resolution. So just because someone else did something some way doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. Affirmations and self-talk is so important. So starting off your day by saying things like, today's going to be a good day. I'm going to do my best. Hey, I did a really good job there. Remembering to be your friend and give yourself that pat on the shoulder as you're trying new things. Because if you already feel like, hey, the world isn't being so kind to me, it definitely doesn't help if you are also not being kind to yourself. So remember that self-talk and the things that happen between the ears are so important. Another thing to practice in the process of believing that you are enough is letting go of this idea of needing and wanting validation. I know that it feels good when someone is telling you, hey, you did a good job, or, that someone is feeding you lip service, and that it feels good sometimes. Everybody wants that. There's a difference between wanting validation every once in a while and needing it. If you do something because you need someone to tell you how good of a job you did and how amazing you are, then there's a disconnect between your message and what you're trying to do. But if you're doing something because you genuinely want to help somebody, or you want to grow in some way and you're trying to evolve, well, then that is is the signals that you're sending to your body, right? And your mind. And so whether someone tells you, hey, good job for getting all of that work done, or if someone tells you you look amazing or not, you're going to believe that you look amazing because you're putting in the hard work. So your hard work is your proof that you are enough. Every step forward, no matter how big or small, is a victory. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Your small wins all add up. If you wait till you get to that final product before you say good job, well, when you get to that final product, you're going to want something more. If you don't love yourself through the processes of everything that you do and how you get there, you're never going to be happy when you get to that final destination. So it's like the same thing with, say someone is trying to do a back squat and they're like, hey, I want to get a 5-pound in my personal record. Okay, well, they get to their 5-pound, and instead of celebrating those 5 pounds and being super excited that they fought so hard to get it, they're like, oh man, next time I want this. Okay, well, you didn't take a moment to celebrate that win. And you know what? When you get that, you're going to be chasing the next and the next and the next. And it's one thing to be like, hey, I want to grow and I'm seeking constant growth and I want to keep evolving. It's another thing to say that at no moment do you take a pause to say I am good enough. That is something that needs to be corrected. Sometimes we are told that we are either too much or not enough, but both of those things are just labels. And at the end of the day, as long as you know who you are, then inherently you are enough and you are worthy. When we show up as ourselves with our flaws and our quirks and the things that make us who we are, that's when we start making real, true connection. People will see you for who you are and they'll want you as that friend. They'll want to be around you. Your energy of wanting to grow and having a positive attitude, all of those things are going to bring you the people that are meant to be in your life. So just be authentic and be your truest self. And remember to embrace your imperfections. I mean, none of us are perfect, and that is a beautiful thing, even if the world is telling you that that's not true. Not all of us started our race in the same place, and some of us got to start later on in life because maybe we didn't have the family and the friends and the support that we needed. Other people have had the support and everything that they've needed every step of the way for them. But maybe our goal is to get to the same place, and it might just take one person a little bit longer than the other, but it doesn't mean that you aren't enough or that, you're not worthy of getting to the end result that you want in life. So embrace your worth, celebrate your uniqueness, and let go of the pressure to be anything but yourself. If this video resonated with you today, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. What is one way that you can remind yourself that you are enough? And again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.